Hello and welcome to my channel. Thank you so much for stopping by. My name is Millie, and on this channel I talk about yarn, I talk about knitting and crochet. I share the projects that I'm working on, so you'll be seeing a lot of my works in progress. I also share the objects that I have finished. But today I have a yarn haul that I'm gonna share with you. I attended the 2023 DFW Fiber Fest, which takes place in the Dallas-Fort Worth area every year. I think it happens in the month of September. And I was able to attend on the last day, which was September 17th. And so I'm going to show you what I bought. I'm also going to share a few clips from the marketplace. I was able to talk to a few vendors, and I was able to hang out with someone spinning yarn, which is something new to me. And so I'm going to share that clip, and then as soon as I'm done showing you those clips, I am going to share my yarn haul with you. So let's look at the clips first.
Our shawls go, well, this one, these are all mixed up. So I came here
right here.
no, over there. So all of these are 100% acrylic because I like color changing.
So you're gonna spin some more?
I am indeed.
Is it okay if I take a video of you spinning?
Yeah, what I'm going to do is, this is one bobbin. I'm going to spin this,
Okay.
and then I will ply them together, and that will make finished yarn.
Ooh, that looks beautiful. With all the texture.
Yeah,
Nice.
yeah. So this will twist together with that and make a whole new yarn.
Oh, wow. And then you're selling that, or that's for you?
Nope, we sell that. That's
So it's somewhere there? Okay.
there.
Okay, wow, nice.
And then the spinning that's up there, that's all of our hands.
Okay.
It has the most beautiful color changing. Well, yes, but
Does it take long?
Not the way I do it. Fast.
Okay.
There are people who have a lot of experience that spin very slowly. I do not. I'm very fast spinner.
Oh, nice. Okay.
So this is called the leader. This is just going to kind of grab onto it and start it.
I'm happy to enable you.
Nice.
And if I let more go through, it'll be thicker.
Okay. So you control it with your fingers?
Yep.
Oh,
If I let a bigger chunk go through,
then it will be thicker.
get a big chunky piece. If I let a really big piece go through, and I can control it so I can go very thin. And then thick, that's called a thick and thin.
Oh, okay. Do you have to oil the wheel?
Occasionally.
Okay.
Most of them now only, I oil it if it starts squeaking, so maybe once a year. But the ball bearings are covered, so
Okay.
it doesn't really take much.
Okay.
So this, it's pulling too much, it's fighting me too much.
So you have to
So I'm
adjust.
loosening this.
Okay.
This is what gives it the tension, and if I put more tension on it, it's going to pull away from me faster.
Okay.
If I put less tension on it, it's not going to pull away from me at all.
Okay.
So I have to find just that nice, happy medium. And it's different for every yarn that I spin, and
Okay.
as I get more yarn on this, I have to adjust this tension little
Okay.
bits at a time. Depending on how I pull this, so you can see the colors are twisting together.
Yeah.
If I take this side down and stick to this side,
go.
then I'm going to get less
Changes
white
you-
in it, and it's going to be
Some yellow.
more heavily to the oranges and yellows.
Yeah. Okay.
And I'm going to switch where I'm pulling from
Oh, so okay.
and change it to purple and white. So what colors I pull control what color the yarn turns into. And
Okay.
because I'm making it to go with that other yarn, it's just a crazy mix of colors. I'm not being real fussy about this.
He was amazing, commented and posted to the brand.
Would you like to say something to my audience? I have a YouTube channel.
Hi, I'm Tom from Stunning String Studio, and I do all the dyeing here My wife Cindy designs a lot of the patterns for us, and so we're a good combination there.
Okay.
I do a lot of inspiration dyeing. Actually, what I do is I actually paint these with sponge brushes and
You paint them?
yeah, I paint them, hand paint
Oh,
them.
okay.
And so on my Instagram, I have all the reels. So every week I come up with a new colorway, and I put
every
it on
week?
Instagram. Yeah.
Wow.
I have over 425 stock colors on 45 bases.
Nice.
Yeah, I have thousands and thousands of skeins in my warehouse. But yeah, I literally paint this, and if you see my reels, you'll see Marilyn's face and
Okay.
everything right on the skein when I paint it.
Okay, wonderful. Thank you. I hope you enjoyed those 2 clips. I learned a lot from Stunning String Studios as well as from the spinning session. So now I'm going to show you what I acquired. So I didn't buy a ton of things, but I was able to buy a few skeins. So when this year I was mostly interested in buying some speckled yarn, and I was able to find this first piece here. So this is from Lazy Cat, and I have shopped from her booth before. The yarn is so nice and soft, and this is fingering weight, and it's 438 yards. It's 100 grams. It's a merino nylon stellina blend, and this colorway is called Tree Line. So this dye, like I said, I've bought from her before, so I like the yarn, and I'm planning to use this in a combination with some other speckled colors to make a shawl. I probably will knit the shawl. So that's one of the first speckle yarn that I got. And then from the same booth, I was looking around and I found a section that was a sale section. So she had a few skeins that were on sale, and this is one of them. It's the same dyer, and this is the name of the yarn is Kinetic, and this is a sport weight. It's not a fingering weight, it's a sport weight, and this has 274 yards. It's 100 gram skein, and it's 100% superwash merino, and the colorway is called Mischief. So these were on sale. I probably would not buy green as much. I have a few green balls of yarn, but I gravitate towards red. But for the price, I thought that was a good deal, and so I bought 2 of the green. And then there were not many colors left, but there was this one as well. And this has some green and brown going through it. And this one is called Dancing Baby Groot. So I got 2 of the green, and I got 2 of these, and I'm going to mix these together and make a shawl. And this is 274 yards each in sports weight, so this is going to be enough for a shawl, or I could probably make 2 scarves. So I can make it in stripes, and I can make a scarf with this, and I can get 2 scarves out of it, or just a simple triangular shawl. So that's the first batch from Lazy Cat Yarns. And then I visited the West 7th Wool booth, and they had this beautiful speckle yarn. I think they had like 8 colorways in these. I could be wrong, but it was hard for me to decide which color to go with. And so this is 437 yards in 100 grams skein. And this yarn is 75% superwash merino, 20% nylon, and 5% lurex. It's fingering weight. So look at that. So this is another one that I intend to combine with a plain yarn, and this one is called, the name of this yarn is, if I can find the name, it's called Lydia. That's the name. So I love it, and I can't wait to get started with it. It has speckles, it has some purple, some gray, and some black, a little bit of white or light gray. So it's a very good color combination. So definitely love this color quite a bit. And then let's see what else I got. And then I went to Miss Barb's booth. If you've watched my previous videos, you know that I love shopping at this booth. And this one, it's a Yowza Mini, it's a DK weight yarn. I only got one skein, and the name of this one is called Berry Patch. And this one is 100% merino wool. It's 200 yards, and it's 80 grams. It's 182 meters, 2.8 ounces. And I like Miss Barb's yarn because it has a lot of information on it. It tells you what knitting needles to use, what crochet hook to use, and this is machine wash, gentle, dry, flat. And I normally don't machine wash in any of my wool garments. So even though it's a super wash, I'll still hard wash it and lay it flat to dry. So I have some other DK weight yarns in my stash, and I'm going to add these, and probably I'll look for something to do with it. It has a lot of pinks, some green. It's got a ton of color running through it. Look at that, all those colors, very beautiful. So I got one of these. And then from the same booth, they had a tiny sample. I should probably put together all the tiny samples that I have collected over the years and see what I can come up with. So I think this is a new yarn that is called Sparkling Sand, a sport weight, 100% superwash, Shanico merino wool. And I think the actual skein comes in a 300 yards or 3.5 ounces to 75 meters. So the 100 gram skein, which will be a sport weight, it's usually 300 yards. So this is just a sample. So if I sample this and I like it, probably next year when they come back, I'll give it a try. So I got a little swatch to sample. And then from the same booth, I got a little stitch marker. So I have a ton of stitch markers, so I probably would do this, will give out this in a giveaway that I'm planning to have in the month of November, which is my birthday month. So a little cute stitch marker, and it's a good quality stitch marker. This is similar to what I normally buy if I'm buying stitch marker, so I love it. And then I visited a new booth that I'm not sure, probably she's been there before, but there's usually so much to see, sometimes it's hard to keep track. And this booth is called Passion Yarns. So she had some pretty mini skeins, and so I decided to buy a couple of those to use in some projects. And these are 75% merino wool and 25% nylon. They are fingering weight. They are 92 yards or 20 grams. And the colorway is colorway 95. Antique mauve is the color for this one. So these two go very well together. And I think if I can add a light pink, it would help them stand out really well. So I got 2 of those. And then finally, oh, and also from the same booth, she had little samples. So there's a cute sample here. It says take one, so I only took one. So I don't know if it doesn't have details, but I'm thinking this is a sample of her fingering weight. So every little bit helps. I can always put this to good use. And then I went to my other favorite booth, the Stunning String Studios. So I got these. I got two skeins from Stunning String Studios, and this is the first one. This is called Dynamic, and it's 100% superwash merino, 230 yards in 100 grams skein. So this is, it's called, I guess, Blue Dog is the name of the colorway is Blue Dog. So I think this is a DK. Yeah, it's a DK. It's a number 3. So this is a DK, and I have other DKs in my stash. So look at all that pink. I love it. I love the colors. It has some blue. Everything is, the colors are saturated nicely, so it's gonna stand out really well. So I got one in DK, and then I got a fingering weight skein, and this is another 100 grams skein. It's got marine, and this one is 100% superwash merino and 475 yards in 100 grams skein. And the yarn itself is called, let's see, it's marine. I think that's the colorway. So I think that's all I got. And I got a progress. I got a progress keeper from these from Passion Yarns, and this helps you keep track of where you are in your knitting. Or sometimes I like to mark where I started so that I can see how much I have knit in a day or so. And so that's a good, it's pretty, I love it. It's a nice pink color. Probably will go in another giveaway when I do my giveaway in November. So that's about everything I got on this year's DFW Fiber Fest. So I got a bunch of yarn. It's not as much, but this is my new starch from the DFW Fiber Fest. Oops, it's falling all over the place, but I love it. I love all of the yarns, and I don't know, apart from this here, I'm not sure what else I'm going to do with this, but I'm going to share with you as soon as I decide what I'm making with them, or as soon as I start a project, then I'll share my progress. So thank you so much for watching, and if you like this video, consider subscribing to this channel to hear more about my yarn adventure. And if you like this video, don't forget to give it a thumbs up. And if you're a subscriber, I thank you so much. And if you're new here, welcome. And until next time, have a wonderful, wonderful day. Bye.